Starting a week ago now, we started to receive birds again. We had an umbrella cockatoo come in, absolutely adorable little bird. So we have her now, Coco baby. And then a couple of days later, we received a Moluccan cockatoo who's really having a great time. She was just making far too much noise in the home that has a new baby, because having to be locked up and spend more time in a cage was very, very difficult for both the parents and for the new baby, and definitely for the cockatoo. She is having a blast here. She is flying everywhere. Just incredible, and has made friends with everybody and every parrot, I think. So it was the best thing for her, just the best. And on the weekend we received 2 blue and gold macaws. King Tut was one, and Sinbad, and they came in, and they're similar in age, and they're really getting on great together. They didn't come in together, but they came in at just about the same time. So they're just getting on like a house on fire, which is exciting for both of them. Now they've got a friend, and you know, things are much more fun when you've got a friend. And today we received 6 birds. They came from the Calgary Humane Society. They were seized for whatever reasons were necessary, but they are now safe. And they came to live with us. We have 3 scarlet macaws, a blue and gold macaw, a female eclectus, and a severe macaw. So they look like they're already interested in what's going on, because there are so many birds, and they're like going, wow, oh, oh. And then they call, and the birds answer, and they're like, oh, okay. So it's really quite an event. Now, these last 6 birds, of course, because they're a seizure and because they've been brought here, they have no family to support them. That's a lot of money just in 6 birds alone. The average cost of keeping a bird here is about $500 a year. So that kind of puts a hole in our budget right away. Earlier, a few months ago, we received 3 from an SPCA seizure. There's another $1,500 a year that we have to dig in our budget for. And a breeder who became very ill and could no longer breed donated 13 large parrots to us, also without any funding. So there's been a lot of birds come in this year that are not being cared for. So if anyone in their heart can find a way of virtually adopting one of these birds, it would be extremely helpful. And they'd love it, I know they would. One of the macaws that came in from the breeding situation is in really poor shape, and has improved considerably. I have to say that. In all honesty, the bird has improved. Emotionally, they've all improved phenomenally, in as much as they're not terrified of people anymore. And they're mixing around with the crowd and getting on. But this one is in very poor shape physically. Not afraid anymore. I can actually hold the bird now, and the other day when I told him how much I loved him, he leaned forward and gave me a kiss. So that was absolutely heartbreaking, because now I realize that for the 30 years this wild-caught bird was in captivity. He knew quite well everything that was happening, and he just weathered through it, even though his health deteriorated. So he now has to go to the vets, and this is going to be expensive. We couldn't take him before because the terror in him, he would have died of fright. But now he's come a long way. So now we can get him in and get all the medical work done on him. But this is very expensive. So if somebody would like to help adopt this bird, or several people, this would make a huge difference here. 2 Amazons that came in this year have papillomas, and now the veterinarian, Dr. McDonald, has the ability to do laser surgery, and this makes a huge difference. We've had it done to 1 Amazon, and she's like a new bird. It's really made a big difference. So these are big bills we've got to find, and these 2 Amazons also are not adopted. So if anybody would like to virtually adopt an Amazon that needs help, hey, we're looking for people like you all the time. This is it. We've received well over 100 parrots again this year, and we've still got a few more weeks to go. And I do know we have 2 more coming in this weekend. I know that at this moment in time, but by next week it could be a lot more. So just please keep watching our website, and whatever you can help with, please, even if it's only $10, every $10 helps. If everybody in BC donated $1, it would make a huge difference. Want to come, Phoebes? There's my Phoebes.
Hi, Phoebes.
Phoebes is having a really good life here, aren't you, Phoebe? She said, my mum would like to see me. So if you can show pictures of me, my mum will be really happy.